growing up with my parents and my dad and being such a big fan of the sport, I still remember when Eastern got third at the NCAA cross country championships. I was there. I was, 16 years old, and was there. My dad had an athlete competing at the meet that year, so I went to watch. I think that throughout the last, really, 20 years, you've just always seen a lot of Eastern distance runners, competing at the national level, at the NCAA first rounds, at the NCAA cross country championships. So I definitely, Eastern Michigan's always been, one of those programs that you're very aware of. As a distance fan, as a track and field fan over the last 20 years that I've really been, more aware, from high school on. So, when the job was open, it definitely, I thought, was a destination place for what I wanted to do and what was the right fit for my family, long term. It was definitely a unique time to come to Eastern. I started on my first official day was January 4th, 2021. So in the middle of COVID, and last year, obviously there was almost nobody on campus outside of athletes and, a few people that had, extenuating circumstances. So visiting campus last year, for anybody was an interesting thing. There was just no one here except for our athletes, which was fun. It gave me a great chance to really get to know the athletes. We had more time, to really spend, getting to know each other, developing the communication and moving forward. But it was definitely an interesting time. My family didn't come until April when we bought a house, and by the time it closed and we got everything moved. So I was here for a while, on my own, with nothing to do but try to coach the team as best I could and get to know the other staff members, get to know the university, and it worked out really well, the timing. That was another key piece of wanting to come to Eastern, is working with, Coach Parks, with Sue, getting to know Coach Best and Coach Roberts in the interview process. And actually, track's a small world, so I had a lot of friends that knew Coach Roberts and Coach Best really well. So finding the right fit, in a coaching staff, is I think important to really enjoying, because enjoying what you do. We spend, no one wants to track hours of a track coach, throughout the year. We probably, spend a lot of time together, a lot more time together than we do with our families, between the staff and the athletes. So having just a fun group of people that are really like-minded, really passionate about what they do, and really supportive of the whole team, I think is really critical. And I don't think anyone in the country has a better staff at really loving track and field, loving all the event groups, supporting all of the event groups, and supporting each other, and really being there to just sit down and bounce ideas off of different things. So getting to know, the whole staff, and then obviously, Coach P with the multis, and then we've obviously had a coaching change on the throws in the last couple months, but, getting to know Coach Green, I think that we have a fantastic staff. It's great people, great humans. And Coach Parks has really, set the tone for that since I've been here. It's funny, we have very similar backgrounds as far as, coaching families, and, so I think she really understands, who I am and where I've come from, because, she's definitely already done everything, and that I want to do and continue to do, and from that similar background with her father being, just a true giant, not just Eastern, but in track and field as a whole. So.